This video is going to be called The Splendor of the Sun, and this is some book from the 1580s, I believe. Around 1582 this was printed, and it's called Splendor Solis, The Splendor of the Sun, and it is an illuminated alchemical text attributed to Salomen Trismosin. So I'm going to read a little bit of what just Wikipedia says so we can get a little bit of a thought of what we're looking at here, even though it's not the whole truth and there's much more packed into this art. So it says, the original of Splendor Solis, which contains 7 chapters, appeared in Augsburg. In miniature, the works of Albrecht Dürer, Hans Holbein, and Lucas Cranach were used. The author of the manuscript was considered to be the legendary Salomen Trismosin, allegedly the teacher of Paracelsus, though the name is believed to be a pseudonym. The work consists of a sequence of 22 elaborate images set in ornamental borders and niches. The symbolic process shows the classical alchemical death and rebirth of the king and incorporates a series of 7 flasks, each associated with one of the then known planets. Within the flask, a process is shown involving the transformation of bird and animal symbols into the queen and king, the white and the red tincture. Although the style of the Splendor Solis illuminations suggest an earlier date, they are clearly of the 16th century, which means that they are clearly
First off,
not.
these artworks are amazingly vibrant,
some of these
and as for
amazing
illuminated
artworks
books,
in
they are just
Splendor
really
Solis.
awesome because it's not pure symmetry. There's just a lot of different everything all over every page, and the symbolic meaning of this is all of your guesses of what it means beyond what Wikipedia's paragraph, because you can never sum up a book like this with a paragraph. And it was claimed in the Wikipedia, and there are myths about this guy, this Salomen, that he had discovered the panacea, the cure-all. He was even said to have traveled all around looking for alchemical texts and true alchemical sorcerers or whatever, and he had been invited to met a couple people that were failures, and then a few that seemed to have something pretty much amazing about him. And at one point he wrote about being surrounded or in a place where there were ancient medieval Egyptian and all these other Kabbalistic magic books that he was entrusted with and able to peruse through. But look at this artwork. It's like a scene, several different scenes, but also like a structure, like something you'd see in an old rich person's house, and ornamentation and furniture. They're all like elements of furniture that you'd see like amazingly painted but drawn with people living in them. So it's kind of a crazy illusion, which is probably also a factor into this thought. The birds, everything plucking from it. This story is so amazing. I guarantee there are some magical gems of imagery and thought and the connection and meaning and symbolism in all of this. And as a book, I'm sure it serves some greater purpose. I haven't been able to track down this guy's other book yet, because there's apparently another book he's written, but I'll let you know when I do. But I thought you all would want to see this. Look at this stuff. This is from a time that, they're saying on Wikipedia, definitely no later than the 16th century, but who knows? This could be passed on for a very long time. The alchemical process was probably something discovered a very long time ago by who knows which religion got to it first. But the philosopher's stone, it was said that this guy possessed it. Who knows, just myth or fairy tale, but someone had to have known, someone had to have discovered it. It's almost like the secret that's out there in nature that allows us to, they claimed this guy was able to duplicate. So I don't know if that's it could be a genetic thing. This could be all kind of illustrating a symbolic representation of that and of different things, technologies that they've come across that they weren't expressing in this particular way. Maybe they were even hiding it from someone at a certain point in time, or a particular race trying to disguise these secrets so that they could live on. So like this, for instance, is one of the first ones of these vials, these tinctures. So solving the symmetry and everything in this scene probably might tell some answers, and maybe this and the color schemes probably have something to do with it. The peacocks up top, the chariot, the symbols on the outside, on the borders. It's all just unbelievable artwork. I'm probably going to have to pick a page from this and try to draw it out and just maybe get to know it a little better. I love this with the Tartarian bird in the middle. It's like a 3-headed crazy bird. Aquila symbol, something crazy. Background, awesome. So much to see in each one of these scenes. The artists are just absolutely phenomenal in their use of color. I found this to be the best book from around that time that I've seen as far as the artwork goes. Like, the artwork is fully complete. You can't really see like the different paint marks and mess ups like you can sometimes see in a lot of these artworks, or blemishes. This thing was preserved perfectly. And the religions that are displayed on the land and in the sky, similarities of the planets, all of these things relating to the planets, the wandering stars, whatever they thought of them at this point, is definitely a clear factor in trying to help figure out what this is. The architecture and the background of this, and how the other ones were not, didn't really have architecture, they were more in nature. This is pure architecture. The scene just goes back into the distance. It's like unbelievable surrealist artwork that, like, nowadays you'd think would be absolutely phenomenal, and this is from 1580s. Holy good God, amazing. Such tasteful, very colorful. It just looks so good. And this artist is amazing. And this, what is this supposed to mean? Something really, really cool. The symbolism, there's different things I've found in the landscapes, different things hidden in there, and the connection between it all, the process. You know, maybe this is illuminating the alchemical mysteries in some beautiful way. I encourage everyone out there to take a further, deeper look into these artworks. Zoom in on them, freeze them, save them. I'll put the link below if I can still find it. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about all of this. And, you know, I mean, these houses, look at this. This could be like any, this could be like in some random part of the world now, or it could be something from 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago. Who knows? Look at those buildings, the sun powering them all, covering everything, bringing life to everything. The splendor solus. Bless you all along your beautiful paths.